Support Laneside. Get something cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laneside Reviews. As always, I'm the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter. And we've got some really exciting stuff to show you on this episode, so why don't we take it Laneside and see how it's stacked up.
Alright guys, welcome back. We're joined by Wayne Porter, our speed dominant player.
He's bowling on the easy house shot.
Now, did you see that little commercial?
Oh, I love
put
that.
out?
That was good.
Didn't Wayne look so good back
Yeah,
then?
He was ripped.
Man, he looked like Dan Severn.
I don't remember him looking like that, but childhood memories get blurry as you get older, right? So
That's right.
yeah.
So this is a legacy ball. This is a re-release of a nameplate that we've seen many years ago.
Yes, just the nameplate.
Just the nameplate.
We're just clarifying that.
New technology in the cover stock, way new technology in the core.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about this core?
It's the Torq core.
It's the okay. Well, at least they make it easy.
Yes, and it has the ERT solid cover stock.
Yes.
Which I'm sure that means something important.
Well, I think it was supposed to hook there, but I think old guy just kind of missed one there.
He's old.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us.
Yeah, we bag on him, but it happens.
It probably happens to us more than it happens to him. So
I threw a couple out there on Wednesday. So
yep. So this is a solid symmetrical, low RG, high differential. It's a pretty strong flaring ball. Normally not our first choice for our speed dominant player out of the bag. This would be something I might move them to as they start to get a friction point.
Yeah.
Because it is still a very strong ball.
Yeah. You don't want it to get bogged down in the oil using it up the thing. It's like you got to think, like, if you're mudding with your big tires and you spin it in the mud, you're not going anywhere.
Because that was straight up 15. That's in the heart of the mud.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still there. I mean,
Yep.
and it's a symmetric. So getting that close with the symmetric where it's got the more continuous motion down lane.
Yep.
I got to stop using my hands so nobody can see me doing the shape.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, we're going to have to put a little camera so we can just have a camera on our hands so people can see. But yeah, normally we'd use an asymmetrical to get it started up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Or we'd add a lot of surface to this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 500, 2000 out of the box. So technically it's skip sanded.
Skip sanded. 500, 2000 skip sanded.
That is
so
correct.
That's just knocking the tops of the 500 down to make it last a little bit longer.
That's right. It gets a little bit more length. Doesn't make those peaks and valleys quite as sharp and as deep.
Yeah.
Now you can see for Wayne, he's struggling a little bit with his flat shot. It's a little over and under.
Yeah.
Things we could do to fix this: surface. Get him to move right into the friction a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not the ball that we might put our speed dominant player into.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad. There's ways we can get around it.
Yeah. Like if you really want to play this, like you said, I'd be playing more right.
Yes.
And trying to play straighter and letting the friction come off and not so far into the oil.
Because you can see for him there, he's had to slow down a little bit to get the ball to roll up. And for a speed dominant player, that is generally a very difficult thing to do.
Slowing down, coming around the ball, it's just things that, you can do. And it's just because we're not necessarily striking every time, it's like we're trying to show you the versatility, and we don't want to
steer you to get the wrong ball.
Yeah.
Now, you could throw this one. You can see left-handed Wayne here. We've said this in other videos. You can bury the thumb. Since we can't have weight holes anymore. Excuse me. Wayne's throwing the bonus, our benchmark ball here. You could bury the thumb hole an extra inch deep. That'll raise the differential. It'll make the ball a little more asymmetrical. It'll cause the differential to go up. It'll have a higher hook potential.
Yeah.
You can see to get it to hook and to strike here, he's inside about 5 boards to keep it online.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about in past videos about you got to remember your hook phase, and then if you move in, you're moving that potential point down lane closer to you. So it's gonna look like it's hooking a lot more when it's just hooking at a different spot, right?
Yep. Oh, go figure. Nick struck on his benchmark shot.
Off my benchmark shot. Which,
this is
I
your benchmark layout.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's,
Now, this had a lot more shape than you usually see at
benchmark. It's a little bit stronger than a benchmark ball would be, even with the standard layout. And, I mean, I don't mind that. I mean,
No, not at all. Now you've made a 3 and 2 move already.
You can see it.
This is the big difference.
Yeah.
It's still continuing.
Yeah.
Where our benchmark might lay off, it's got a smaller flare potential.
Yeah.
It won't have as much potential down lane to hook. This one has it, so it can get inside and hook.
I mean, this ball is really a monster for where it is in the section of what they're aiming for. I mean, it's got a lot of potential. Like you said, it's skip sanded.
Yep.
At up to 2,000, but I mean, you could skip sand it at 15.
Yep.
Right. Or
go ahead.
I mean, for me, I could bring it up and
you missed that one.
That
happens.
I mean, I could hit it 500, 1,000, then 2,000, and get it to push down a little bit more and play a little bit straighter with it.
Well, you get it to read the mid lane a little bit more rather than the front.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
the other thing you can do, I know that shout out to Matt Ogle out there. I think the first week he had this one, he actually put a shine on it because it's a fairly fast response cover stock. And I think he shot 300, 800 out of the box with it. And if you watch the video, he was hooking the whole lane with it. He was using the polish to get it down lane and then just letting it scream off the friction.
Look at that. And that's the thing is one of my favorite things we've done to a ball was a ball I was struggling with. We hit it at 500 and then put the polish on it.
Yep.
And it's the same thing, right? For me, it's still getting that digging shape, but it's pushing that point down further, but not changing the reaction overall.
Yeah, depending on what you use, depending on if you use compound, if you use regular polish, if you use something like the True Cut polish, because there is a difference. Whoa, look at that!
Yeah, missed that one too.
Oh, it's a nice 9 count.
Wow,
there's that dynamic core coming back for you. They do different things.
Yeah.
Some keep the ball from absorbing oil. Some just fill in the peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that you match up with what you want the ball to do.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, each of them are going to change the distance you're looking for.
That's right.
Right?
So here you are. Here's Pooks throwing it left-handed. You didn't seem to have much of a problem with this ball.
No, it was very comfortable. It reminded me some of the older stuff, like what they were going for is like a retro shape and everything on a modern technology kind of thing with the more oil and everything, and I think that's what it was. That's what I found anyways.
Absolutely. So. Now there you are with our benchmark ball, and I think that's about 3 boards. It's very tight.
Yeah.
You can tell it's in the oil. You're playing it very tight. Now this is going to be the second shot you threw. Even though you struck from your first line, we wanted to show just got about a total of 5 boards with
inside a little bit and outside. Yeah.
With the potential for a lot of versatility.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So here I am with this. I actually shot this video twice. The first time I threw it, I went 5 for 5 and forgot to hit record on 2 of the cameras.
Oh, no.
So I have that footage if anyone would like to see it. But, however, I just shot it again because the ball was so easy to throw. I mean, I went 5 for 5. Yeah. And 1 for 1 on that from my benchmark. Yeah. I liked how smooth this ball was for me playing behind it.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when you see 500, 2,000, 500,000, it'll kind of bog down unless I either get into the deep oil or I have to change my tilt. This one really skates through the front.
Yeah.
You see, big move on that one. I think that was 5 and 3 left from my first shot.
I think another thing I found with this one is, and like I said, I missed a few outside, but the not sensitive, but the reaction to your speed adjustments is really another point this ball has going for it. Like, it takes the speed adjustments very well. It's
absolutely
right. It's not like as soon as you throw a little faster, it just goes straight. Like, yes, I missed a couple, but like you said, moving over, you could still keep your speed up, and
Oh, totally. Well, I'm going to move again here off that one. I'm just going to keep moving until I can't get it to shape right. Like that.
Yeah.
So, how do we get it to shape right?
Come around it.
That's right.
It's the easiest way to do it, especially in competition.
And we're not talking about a lot of people when they say come around it, they're literally trying to spin or flip the ball.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is a minute adjustment rather than rolling directly from the back of the ball.
Yeah.
I might try to increase to 45 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees.
And I mean, you can start out. It's when we say come around, doesn't mean you have to start at the bottom and change your hand position as you're going. You can tilt your hand off the start, like point your thumb at a different angle. Like, if that's easier for you to try. I mean, that's how I do it. I mean,
what's Mo used to always describe it. You can see I moved again here.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you definitely came around that one. You can see
a Nike swoosh at the end.
Yeah.
Your hand, if you look at your hand straight out in front of you, your thumb will be up a little bit on an angle, your fingers will be up on a little bit of angle. It looks like a Nike swoosh.
Yeah. One of the pro bowlers that is your biggest fan does that on a regular basis. He looks like he's waving at the end of his thing with his magical glove on.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about his wiffle bat?
Are we allowed to talk about the wiffle bat? I think that's what got us in trouble in the first place.
It might be. We are a wiffle bat free zone.
No, but
look at that. Look at this.
Yeah.
I got deeper.
That's
it
awesome.
Hooked.
It hooked more, yeah. And that's what I mean. This ball has tons of potential for where it is. It is a huge monster for the price point, and it does take me back to the old days of throwing like the teal rhinos and
the Power Torq original.
Yep. So I never got to play the original Power Torq, but I mean, I can imagine it was pretty close to this.
We had a couple come through the center. I think Chris had one.
Yeah. He was showing me a video of him throwing it.
Yeah.
So.
I think Brad had one too.
Possibly, yeah.
I think. Look at this. Oh,
two-hander.
Two-hand. The potential.
Yeah.
The potential.
I was going to say the only reason you didn't strike is because you had a thumb hole in the ball.
I know.
Extra weight hole.
An extra weight hole. And here I am left-handed. Not two-handed, though.
Yeah.
Thought I'd throw that in there. I haven't gone two-handed in a little while. I really like how continuous this ball is. I like the shape. I really like how it didn't see the front part of the lane and how I could really manipulate how it came off the end of the pattern very easily. Here I am with my benchmark. You see, it's very controlled, very easy. Both solid cover stocks, both with the exact same layout on them. But look at the difference that I can get in performance. And this is kind of the middle. Not much on that, right?
No. Yeah.
About 2 to 3 boards.
Yeah.
But then we look at the full versatility.
I was going to say, it was definitely an easy ball to throw.
Yeah. Where I could get it into my strike zone, I had all the room in the world to get it to that hook point. Oh, this thing's so powerful. I was very impressed. This is going with my obsession. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.